god. At the next place. Love our little receptionist over here. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. The group was exhausted. We spent majority of the day traveling from Hakone to Kyoto, grabbing our suitcases from the luggage transportation service, and then just ended the night at this local okonomiyaki restaurant called Kiyo. And coming from someone who isn't very fond of okonomiyaki, I just really liked the combination of flavors. I felt that everything was very well balanced. The staff and owners were so sweet and welcoming, especially to us being foreigners. I also forgot to record this, but they asked us to place a pin on this world map that they had showing where other previous customers were traveling from. Overall, it was a great way to start our time in this new city. So we're at the Itinerary Shrine and we got here like hella early. It's like 6-ish?
Yeah, it's about 6. Yeah.
But it's like so quiet. I don't want to talk too much, but I just wanted to give an update. Like I said, we all woke up bright and early to beat the crowds at the Fushimi Inari Shrine. This is Kyoto's most important, and in my opinion, probably the most well-known Shinto shrine to foreigners. If you've ever researched a trip to Japan, there's a 99% chance you've come across images of bright red torii gates spreading across for miles on end. Well, this most likely would be that place, as there are approximately 10,000 torii gates built here. Speaking of torii gates, if you're visiting any of these religious spaces, please don't touch or hang on them. We noticed a few people were doing this as we were walking. It's very disrespectful, mainly because these gates represent the transition from the earthly realm to the sacred. So all in all, it's just bad etiquette. Please don't do that. Moving on. You'll quickly notice the site is decorated with various fox statues, emblems, and emmas. These creatures are meant to represent messengers of Inari Okami, the deity of rice, agriculture, and prosperity at the shrine. And worshippers may come here to form a spiritual connection to this deity and leave offerings. 4 of us in the group spent some time enjoying walking around and checking out the different pathways here, but we needed to leave to make it in time for our next reserved activity. So, special thanks to my brother and his friend for capturing extra footage on their adventures here. Also, a random side note, not meaning to get so melancholic here, but as I'm looking back and reviewing the clips, it makes me want to rethink a couple things when it comes to my future travels. I want to preface, I wouldn't change our itinerary for anything. I loved how busy it was. I felt like there was always something to do. But at the same time, almost feels like I don't remember being in these spots. In the end, 2 things I want you to take from this video is some cool places to check out, and just a reminder to take some time to really enjoy the space that you're in. And I mean, it's kind of easy to do that when you're in another country. Sometimes when we get in our heads of like, where do we need to head to next? Hopefully you can remind yourself that it's okay to slow down the pace even if you might miss a certain activity. Giving that little bit of extra time to a specific spot can create even stronger, more memorable memories. Anyways, sorry for my little rant. Time to get back into it.
Is that a murder hornet? Shit, that is a murder hornet.
As I mentioned, while the Krusty Boys were on their own adventure, the rest of us headed to the Gion district. Trying to kill time before our appointment, we stumbled on the Otani Honbyo Temple and the Maruyama Park nearby and then quickly headed back. One of our bucket list items was to wear a kimono on this trip, and we went with Okamoto Kimono, which had a good selection of designs and varying sizes. I didn't record inside the shop for privacy reasons, and the staff were on a strict schedule, so I didn't want to disrupt things. However, we did capture some footage to share. We just got back from the kimono rental. Look at us! Look at us! Everybody! Oh my gosh! They did so well. Okay, do a twirl. I want you all to twirl, please. Do a twirl.
Oh yeah.
Twirl with me, twirl with me.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're just gonna explore. And explore we did. Back at Maruyama Park, there's a traditional sweets shop called Ikkyu An. We ordered a dango and chestnut set and a maple leaf nirikiri as a light snack before walking back down to Yasaka Shrine.
Or passion from into my needs.
We were also really lucky this day because there was an archery demonstration happening here, so we stopped by for a bit to watch. They also had food and gift stalls, and I went to one of the booths selling oden, and my buddy got this potato chip stick. It was really good. We shopped around for a little longer until it was time to say goodbye to these beautiful clothes. Actually, maybe it's better that way because it feel pretty unfitting for our next activity.
Yeah, that is really good. Like, pull back, yeah.
Good amount.
Dang, it took
Yeah,
a
it
whole
is.
bunch.
Yeah, it took kind of bit it out.
We also wanted to visit a themed cafe on this trip, so obviously that meant Macho Bar. Here, muscular staff provide interactive performances to make you redder than a tomato. You can order food, but they also have options for photo ops and more special interactions with the staff. Anyways, I'm a little too flustered to describe more, so just enjoy these clips.
Are you filming?
Do you like grapefruit? Yeah, I have 2 grapefruits here.
Come to daddy! Touch me!
Okay, so surprisingly, we didn't have any major plans for our final day in Kyoto, so we just spent the entire day just walking around a few shopping districts together. We grabbed dinner at this sushi spot where you select items off their menu, and everything was super tasty, even though we kind of got called fat asses for ordering too much because the machine cut us off after 12 to 20 plates. Also, we came close to closing, and the majority of the items were already sold, but we got a good selection, I'd say. It was still a really awesome dinner. We also tried this Kobe beef restaurant called Kissho Kicchi. Special thanks to my partner because he ordered a meal for everyone to try. Spoiler, this was good, but I still like the one in Shibuya more. Unboxing time.
It's a
She's party.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I still like that. I'll eat it off the floor.
Oh, why you gotta eat it like that? How is it?
Oh.
He's getting the full experience. He's grabbing all the.
Insanely tender. The one on the Tsukiji burger is still better though.
Oh, all together now. Yeah.
He's tender.
Alright. Tender.
Yes.
Now it's time for Naya.
That's what's
Oh,
Abby.
oh.
You do not want that much, baby.
I do.
Oh
I want
god.
my nostrils to burn.
She is kind of crazy like that.
I can't use chopsticks.
That's okay, Naya.
It's okay.
Take your time.
Take your time.
It's also a lot of random. Yeah.
While being serenaded by One Direction. You're gonna get copyright strike, bitch.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of no bueno for biting it.
It's sweet.
Yeah, the sauce is a little sweet too.
Michelle's building up the perfect bite.
The perfect bite. Okay, here for him to one bite it.
Anthony,
A lot of wasabi?
you like wasabi. Out of 10, how would you rate it?
8. I'll do an 8, yeah. That's really good.
Explanation time.
Huh?
Actually, go inside and tell them straight up why you only gave it an 8.
I just think that it was like really tender, which is great as well.
For breakfast, we had pasta amore in the Kyoto train station, and the flavors of this pasta was a little bit different than what I'm used to back home. I can't remember what I got, but it was just very light and refreshing, and I think it made a really good meal before our 15-minute train ride to Osaka.
No, I was supposed to eat you. It was expensive sushi. That may or may not kill me.
For dinner, we stopped by a ramen restaurant called Choukenmen, and apparently they sell Tsukemen here. This is actually my favorite type of ramen because the flavors are always just so intense in the best way possible, so of course I had to get one. The stock here had this very beautiful, deep aroma that I can only guess came from maybe the iriko or niboshi. I don't know how else to describe it. The flavors just really complemented each other well, especially since the noodles didn't have a uniform texture. It was as if there were different types of flours or grains being used together, which gave it this really fun bite. So maybe I'm a bit biased here, but Osaka was my favorite city on this trip. Firstly, our Airbnb was close to everything. We were literally only a 10-minute walk to Dotonbori, and there was so much to do there. Nightlife was just so cool, especially seeing the eccentric art structures decorating the lines and lines of restaurants and shops as you pass by. Speaking of food, of course we tried out a ton of it as we were walking around. You'll see some more food-related content in this video soon, so I won't go too much into it right now.
He didn't film so he can do a second order, that's why.
Ooh.
Oh, this one's good.
That's good?
This one's a lot better than the other one.
I mean, I like the cow version. I don't know about you.
In the morning, we couldn't decide between Osaka Castle, just 10 minutes away, or Katsuoji Temple, an hour out. With limited time left in our trip, the castle made more sense, but in my heart, I knew I needed to go to Katsuoji. I was mentally preparing to potentially split from the group with my partner when suddenly everyone changed their minds, and I'll be forever grateful for that. I know that this temple was very far out in comparison to many of the other activities, but hopefully it exceeded everybody's expectations because it definitely did for me. Honestly, this trip to Japan meant more than just a vacation for myself. It was also a chance to reconnect with my culture. Coming from a mixed background, I've always felt this distance from my Japanese side. Whether it was my lack of fluency in the language or my literal DNA percentage, I've often had moments where I felt like an imposter. However, there are also small moments that bring me closer. Like when my grandmother gave me a Daruma doll and shared her personal stories and the traditions that she's experienced. So when I arrived at Katsuoji Temple and saw hundreds of Daruma dolls, it felt surreal. Something so small from my childhood was now suddenly everywhere around me. I have history with this particular imagery, and it was like a reminder that this is part of my identity. Also, I just have to say, in all my life, I don't think I've ever experienced a place as beautiful as this. So if you have the chance, please take it to visit this place. Something else that was super fun was getting to make a special postcard. At the entrance, they give you a blank card, and as you walk around, there are stations where you can apply an ink stamp. And with each layer, you work your way until creating the final image. Also, a key tip, make sure to go to the correct order or you might end up with a slightly different outcome. Kind of like what my brother did. But yes, this was one of my favorite parts of the trip. And like I said, hopefully you have the chance to check it out too. Oh, they almost took it out.
It's warm. That light's actually really good. That might be the best orange juice I've ever had.
Wow, it is pretty sweet. Food time. Yay! For lunch, my brother suggested this all-you-can-eat buffet spot called Yakiniku Sakon. Not only do they offer a wide selection of meat, but they also have desserts, drinks, and other appetizers and entrees. This was probably one of my favorite meals, but maybe that's because I'm a sucker for all-you-can-eat spots. It was a really great find. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
get some juice for your content. Okay?
Thank you.
This is all artificially for you.
Thank you.
Our eyebrows gone. Sport. We're done well.
Don't know. Maybe. Maybe that one.
Naya needs that. We didn't have any pressing plans for the next day and just stuck around the areas near our Airbnb. For example, we walked down Kuromon Market for breakfast and checked out the variety of stalls that were selling seafood, desserts, clothes, and other miscellaneous products. Some spots even prepared the meal right in front of you, which made it super interactive. Honestly, after the jet lag fiasco at the beginning of the trip, where I wasn't able to try out Tsukiji Market to its fullest, this was a great chance to redeem myself and eat as much as I could. But yeah, this was pretty much just a chill, hang out, food adventure kind of day. Yeah, we're losing subscribers. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you can have the rest of that piece.
That's going on OnlyFans, I guess.
What fish is food, man?
Yeah.
Mayaki!
Mario, 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 Mario. With you right here, I'm a rocket ceiling. Oh, shit, oh, shit.
Thank you.
Should be yours. I think this was one of the places. It's just a regular shrimp. Comparison. It's like half the size.
Beautiful. You liking that one, Naya?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's almost lobster-esque. The small one is sweeter. Almost more concentrated. I mean, you guys can try it. Now you gotta hold the bell.
I'm sorry.
Sometime in the night, Anthony and I decided to check out this soba restaurant called Ruchin and had ourselves a little mini date. We weren't too hungry, so we shared some uni, eel, and soba noodles. I won't lie, I felt a little bit underdressed with my backpack and outdoorsy clothing. Most importantly, the food was good. Side note, this was probably the nicest bathroom I'd ever been in. I just had to record it. I mean, come on. There was a literal Ferris wheel in here. We've made it to the saddest time of the trip. Our last day in Japan. The final group activity was Universal Studios, and we all bought general passes plus entry to Nintendo World, but beforehand, we explored the main park for a bit. Is it good? That face doesn't seem like it's good.
It tastes like syrup.
Oh, okay, just like super sweet. Oh, it's like you put maple syrup. It's very sweet.
I was
I don't know.
expecting like root beer, but
I was expecting like a butterscotch flavor.
here you go.
Oh!
hungry.
At least you see them side by side. Goodness gracious. First big bite. Good luck, Yo-Yo.
It's like an onion blossom, I think. Oh yeah, it's good.
I really did enjoy Universal Studios. One thing I'll say is it was crowded. I haven't been to an amusement park in a long time, and this might be obvious, but these lines were long as hell, with some rides having you wait more than 2 hours. Genuinely, it felt like I was descending a new level of hell with the limited rides I managed to go on. Yeah, so I'd highly suggest getting yourself a fast pass or splitting up as single riders to get on the rides quicker. The one cool thing is, even though we were waiting a long time in these lines, it was really cool getting to see a lot of art installations that fit the specific theme or universe that we were going on the rides for. I still was losing my mind though. Actually, I think we were all losing our mind here. In true fashion of our group's style of vacation, we had one final activity planned out, which was to go to an omakase restaurant. 4 of us in our group really wanted to try an omakase on this trip, so we made reservations for this place called Sushi Chiharu or Sushi Chiyo. They specialize in something called edomae style sushi. I tried my best to look for a distinct explanation of edomae, but essentially they're using traditional techniques and practices to balance the flavors of the fish while satisfying the palates of modern day people. I'll be real, I don't remember the names of any of the fish prepared by our lovely chef. However, I do recall each piece being ridiculously tender. Truly a beautiful selection. I also have to say these were some of the most beautiful pieces of dishware I've ever seen, especially these leaf-shaped glass plates. I genuinely need this in my life. Overall, the presentation, the craftsmanship, and the attention to care and detail in each of these pieces just made this experience so much more elevated than anything I've ever done before. Right after dinner, we talked with the chef for a little longer about Osaka, and he ended up recommending us Hanakujira Honten, an oden spot nearby. In this type of dish, usually they stew fish cake, tofu, or other food choices in a comforting broth. This was definitely the perfect way to close out the night, but honestly, by this point, everyone was so dead and mentally grappling with the fact that we were leaving tomorrow that I'm not even sure if we processed how good this food was. And this wraps it up for the Japan series. Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to visit this country, and it's been a trip that's been stuck in our group chat for the longest time. So I'm so blessed and grateful that we all had the chance to go, and I definitely hope I can come back again in the future. Anyways, thanks y'all so much for watching, and especially if you made it to the end of this video, I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, bye!